We continue to wonder what the forever place is for Giannis Antetokounmpo, if that will be Milwaukee. iShowSpeed had Giannis on his show yesterday, and they had this exchange about Giannis's future in Milwaukee. Take a listen.
LA, the tax is bad. New York, tax is bad.
Yeah.
Hell no.
A lot of people tried to convince me to go and play there and stuff.
Oh no.
No.
So you staying in Milwaukee?
Probably. We'll see. See. Probably. I love Milwaukee. And that's a church.
Do you hear the probably I love Milwaukee as a, oh yeah, Giannis is staying in Milwaukee? Or do you hear the probably as a, oh no, he's probably going to leave Milwaukee? Because I do feel like it's a real like Rorschach test. Like either you hear it and you hear confidence in him staying, or you hear it and you're like, oh no, he's gone. Which version did you hear?
I hear somebody who's like, yeah, I don't know. We'll find out. It's neither nor. I don't think that in that statement he's saying, okay, I definitely will leave Milwaukee. I plan on leaving Milwaukee. I also don't think he's saying I'm definitely staying in Milwaukee. I plan on leaving Milwaukee. Now, that's that statement. I think Giannis is the type to just stay in Milwaukee. That's what I think. And when we get to having these conversations, we are putting some of our own morals and what we are as people into the athlete in question. So take that with a grain of salt, if you will. But I know if it was me, I got the championship. I got the MVPs. I'm in Milwaukee. I've been here my entire career. Like everybody doesn't get to retire as one of the greats who's won a championship and played their entire career in one location, right? Tim Duncan did it. Kobe did it. I'm struggling to name others who have done it. It looks like Steph will do it. It looks like Draymond will do it. But there's something to be said for bringing in a championship desert, right? Like Milwaukee hadn't won anything, and he's got them the NBA Finals championship, the Larry O'Brien Trophy. Listen, just play there, set all the records there, and then retire and be known as Mr. Milwaukee Buck, be known as the greatest player in that franchise's history. So that's what I would do, and I think Giannis is of that same mind frame. Dirk did it. I think Giannis is of that same mind frame, and I think the Bucks will take care of Giannis contractually speaking, to where they'll be paying him a boatload of money when he's well outside of his prime, just to keep him there for the legacy component of everything.
Well, and they just took on $22 million of dead money in waiving Damian Lillard, because Damian Lillard has a torn Achilles and he wasn't going to be able to handle the ball for that team next year. And they signed Miles Turner, and I'll be curious if there's another move to make. I'm not, the most inspired in the world by Kevin Porter Jr. as your starting point guard. It doesn't feel like the best choice, but I'm with you. I also think there's this notion of, in America, we constantly are in this rat race of trying to advance and trying to get to a better place, because the place we're in, maybe it's not perfect. And so you're constantly looking for the next and the next. And there is a very European mindset to being rich in lifestyle and rich in comfort and being a part of your community. And I think that, that's a very legitimate thing. Obviously, he's also rich. He's an NBA player, so money isn't a driving factor here. But there is this level of respecting the place that you came through, respecting the place where you won a championship, finding comfort, finding a home there. That's very real. I was talking to someone last night who, talked about, as you get older, just realizing the important things in life. And this person had an opportunity to move to another place far away that, he would have had to learn another language. And he was like, could I have made more money? Could I have chased a higher professional goal? Sure. But at the end of the day, I like where I live. And the people that I work with have taken care of me and been, really good to me. And I don't necessarily feel the need to chase down something else. And I think Giannis probably sits, without knowing Giannis, I don't want to speak for him, but from what we can gather on him and the context clues we get, that's where you would think that you arrive. Now, granted, he wants to put the pressure on the Bucks to continue trying to build the best roster around him and a roster that competes in the East. So we will see what happens to Giannis.